Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special live stream of Hank's Corner. I am Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and of course, podcasting. And I'm about ready to bring on my two special guests for the night. Please welcome Molly Lovett and Andrea Vasquez as we're going to premiere their new song, Everybody's His Type. Ladies, welcome back to the show.
Hello. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's definitely great to have you back on. And both of you have been on the podcast before. It's been a little while. Molly, you were you were the second one to come on, the first online one. And Andre, I think you were in the 30s. So it's been a while. We do have a lot of catching up to do.
It has been a minute. Yeah, I know. I remember when you first started this, and Nicole, my publicist, had asked me to do it, and we all connected. And yeah, no, this is such a great show. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, and just a little to the viewers that are out there, we may have a little bit of trouble with Andrea. She's out there on the road, so she may be in and out. Looks like with the connection out there, but either way, we're going to continue because we're excited about the song coming up. Everybody's his type. I want to know. So, Molly, you're out of St. Louis. She's out of Los Angeles. Guys end up in Nashville. How do you end up meeting together?
That is a good question. So we have the same publicist. So Brickshore Media, I've been working with them for like 3-4 years now. And Andrea for even longer, I think, has been working with them. So we connected through that. Brickshore has a lot of really cool clients. So we all kind of write together and like to collaborate. I did a song with Mark Taylor last year, who's also a Brickshore client. And so, yeah, Andrea and I wrote for, this was actually the first song we ever wrote together. And yeah, we figured it'd be fun to get to collab.
Yeah, and we got Brickshore Media here in the house, and I'm definitely appreciative to it. Of course, we did do the live stream with you and Mark not too long ago with the other release, and now here you get to go collaborating with somebody else again.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting for Andrea to come back on. Like I said, she may be having a little bit of trouble trying to get that signal out there on the road. She's had a little bit of a rough day, so we'll give her a little bit of slack there. But for those of you who are tuning in, definitely appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and we're going to release, or this is the premiere because everybody's this type is going to be released in just under 6 hours, so it'll be 12 o'clock Eastern time, and then I guess for those on the West Coast, technically you get it a little earlier. I don't know, but it's really still the 12 o'clock, and I think we may have Andrea coming back slowly.
Ooh, here we
There
are.
she is.
Maybe.
uh, can you hear us out there? She's still
I think
struggling a
lost
little bit.
pause.
And that's one of the things about live podcasting. You're going to have the way it is. Just you can't do that. But Andrea, can you hear us now?
It's looking like a no.
Okay. Well, at some point, hopefully, she'll be able to hear us. But until she picks up, Molly, tell us a little bit about the backstory. Who came up with this idea? How did it come about?
Yeah, it was definitely a group effort. I actually had the idea of everybody's his type written down in the notes on my phone for the longest time. I was actually at some bars in Midtown here in Nashville, and I was with friends, and we just were joking about how a lot of the same guys would hit on all of us, and we all look very different. We're very different people, and we were like, we just must be everyone's type. Like, oh my gosh, like totally joking. And then we were like, no, it's more on the guys. They're just into everybody. Like everybody's their type. Um, so I had that idea for a while, and I thought it'd be so much fun to write with Andrea because we're good friends and go out together and all of that. And she had this melody that she had been working with for a while. So we kind of meshed her melody and what she had been working on with my idea of everybody's his type.
Yeah, and I got to get a sneak preview of the song already, and I'm liking it, and I'm sure that the viewers are going to love it too. And of course, it's going to be officially released in just under 6 hours at midnight, and you can still pre-save it. And we talk about this a lot about pre-saving. Molly, tell us why it's good to even at this time to go ahead and pre-save the songs.
Yeah, pre-saving is awesome. It helps, especially us independent artists, so who don't have the big record labels that are behind us with a bunch of money, to help get on the Spotify playlist, Apple Music, all of that kind of stuff. Just getting noticed. The more pre-saves kind of shows the people at Spotify and Apple that people are excited to hear the song and they want to see it on playlists. So yeah, if you haven't pre-saved, you can still do it.
Yeah, so that definitely helps the artist, but doing that, getting well known out there, getting on certain playlists. But then, as the viewer, listener, it'll be right there for you in the morning, ready to go.
Yeah.
Just click on the link, and since you've already pre-saved it. But not only do that, because we understand that streaming does not give the artist very much money per stream. So go out and make sure you actually download the song. Go ahead and pay that dollar or whatever it is now to do that. That definitely helps them out. And of course, always go to their social medias, their website, and get their merchandise. And it looks like we have Andrea back. Do we have you back officially?
Yes, it was like I was connecting to some Wi-Fi, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we definitely have you here, and we're glad. And we were talking about how you came all the way from Los Angeles. Molly comes from St. Louis, and yet somehow you meet in Nashville.
Yeah, friends. We're lucky we're from the same with the same team, so it's been great.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a little while since we've talked, and I know, Andre, this is like your 6th year now in Nashville, correct?
I'm so sorry. What was that?
I said that this is your 6th year in Nashville.
It sure is. It's really crazy. I mean, I feel like I was just so young when I moved here, so it's just been like a crazy ride. Year 6 has been good though.
Yeah, and Molly, you've been in Nashville. What is this, number 3? 3 years?
Yeah, it'll be 3 years in just a couple weeks. Which is crazy. I know, it doesn't feel like it. Like
now I know, Molly, you get to go back home quite a bit because St. Louis is not that far. Andrea, do you get back to LA often, and are you missing anything out there?
I really get to go home once a year, maybe twice. It's just such a long trek, but Nashville's a fun enough place for all my family to come visit, so they try to come as often as they can. I'm a big complainer about the weather here. I really miss my 75-degree year-round dry heat, and I really miss like seafood and Mexican food. So that's me being a California star.
Well, I will definitely second the Mexican, but I'm not sure that I, want the same type of weather. I do like the 4 seasons, and here in Florida, I'm in the lightning capital of the world. We basically have 2 seasons. It's rainy and hot, or just hot. So, I think it's better to have that Tennessee weather. But Andre, we had talked on the last podcast. You kind of have a theme that goes through your songs about certain relationships that you might have, and we talked a little bit about everybody's his type. Has this actually happened to you as well?
I mean, yes. I've been in my early 20s once before, and there's a reason we wrote it. It was just relatable. I think that a lot of us can just kind of laugh at the theme about it, and that's just such a clever, fun song to write.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I got a little bit of a sneak preview, and give it about 5-7 minutes, and I'm going to be playing it here on Hank's Corner. But as a photographer and videographer, I'm already curious. Are we looking at a video?
Oh, we actually have not even talked about a video. It would be so much fun if we did, but hasn't been.
Sorry, my connection.
It is. Andrea's going in slow motion right now.
That's how my days actually felt, really. I feel like I'm in slow motion as well.
Always.
So,
I-
and speaking about videos, I haven't released it yet, but I just got done talking with Rob Reiser, and I know you, Rob, Peyton, and Liam all had a
yeah.
nice, awesome video together, and that's why I asked about this one because, like, when you collaborate with the song, it's pretty cool. But then, how is it to collaborate with other artists to do videos together?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know yet unless we did a video. But I think it'd be so much fun. I mean, just getting to record with another artist and especially somebody who's such a good friend was a blast. And just getting to
Yeah.
like throw our ideas and kind of combine our styles and such.
It's
But a
definitely a lot
video, I can only
when,
imagine.
yeah, it's easy when you're like comfortable with the other artists, like, when they're like your
Yeah.
friend too. Because I mean, yeah, it was just a blast.
Yeah. So yeah, I can only imagine a video would be so much fun. So we should discuss that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what I propose is if you guys want to take a vacation to come down here to Tampa, hey, let's do it. I'll do the video free for you guys, and you get to see
There we
some
go.
of the sites down here in Florida, the beaches, the Disney World and theme parks, and all that good stuff. So I'm sure we could make it work if you guys came down.
All right, let's do it. I'm in.
Sounds fun.
And so, like I said, we are about, I guess, 5 hours and 45 minutes away from the true release of Everybody's His Type by Molly Lovett and Andrea Vasquez. But you're going to get a sneak preview here and at about 5 minutes or so. And, Molly, we've talked a lot about Freedom Jam over the podcast and stuff. And September 30th, Freedom Jam is going to be there in St. Louis. Are you excited about going back for the third or fourth time? Is this
So I think it might be the fourth.
fourth time?
I think so. Yeah. I've done every single one of them. So if this is the fourth year, then this is the fourth time. I think it is. I know there's been so many. Can't keep track. But no, I'm so excited. Freedom Jam is always one of my very favorite shows of the year. Obviously, great cause, and we get to raise money for our veterans, which is really, really cool. But the artists are always incredible. And I've made so many friends and relationships through, all the different vendors and volunteers and people that help out. So it's always a really cool day.
Yeah, and I definitely, not only do I respect what Brian, Judy, and the rest of the people do for Freedom Jam, like you said, to give back to the veterans and first responders, but that's also that gave me the platform to be able to travel up there and get to meet you for the first time
Yeah.
and do our first photo shoot. So, Andrea, you're not on this wall here, so we got to figure out how to get some pictures and get you up on this wall.
Yes.
Yes. We can send over whatever.
Well, it's got to be something that I take. These are all the ones that I take. But as far as you for the rest of your year, I know you got something big coming up as well. Do you want to give us a little hint about that?
Yeah, I'm releasing my album on September 15th. So right now I'm kind of going through all the planning. We have a couple music videos lined up for that. So I just can't believe that September is here, around the corner. So it's just going to be really exciting. And then I have another project that we're wrapping up for early next year too. So I feel like there's just a lot in the pipeline.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the fall is in the air for some places. We're getting ready for football and all that good stuff that the fall brings. But definitely looking forward to this album coming out. And my question I always like to ask is, are you going to put it on vinyl?
I would love to. I think that'd be a really cool thing. I should really just at least do a couple because I think that'd be a really fun thing to do for some people.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of artists have started to do that, and I think one of the first ones that I actually got, Molly, you remember that Annie Brose was at the Freedom Jam, I guess it was 2 years ago, and she was one of the first ones that I got in those small little, records, I guess the 45s, and then I started collecting some more, and I realized I didn't have a record player yet, so I had to go back and get a record player because I hadn't had one since I was a kid. But if you do that, that would definitely be awesome. So we're just a couple minutes away. I'm going to go ahead and play Everybody's His Type soon. So hang in there. We're talking with Molly Lovett and Andrea Vasquez. Once again, if you're not already following them on social media, please do so. You can also go to their websites to see where they're going to be playing. I know Molly has a show tonight. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm playing in Pulaski, Tennessee. So it's about an hour outside of Nashville, but they're hosting a writer's night. So I get to go and I will be playing Everybody's His Type. And yeah, I'm excited. Get to meet some new people, hopefully get some new fans, and yeah, get to perform the new song tonight.
Yeah, and writers rounds for me are like a pro and con, because the pro is, you get to see a bunch of different writers up there on stage. The con is that each writer or singer is only playing a couple songs, and you kind of end up wanting more, and you're like, hey, an hour's not enough for four people up there.
I know. It's like hopefully you'll draw people in enough where they'll come see you play another show sometime.
That's right. Yeah. And, it's fun doing it. And a lot of times the writers' rounds are a little bit more, shall we say, relaxed. So you can actually sit there and listen to the music, and, you don't have people spilling drinks all over you like on Broadway.
Totally. Very different vibe for sure.
Yeah. So it is 6:20 Eastern time here, a few hours away from the release. But I'm going to go ahead and, give you guys a sneak preview and hear the song. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about it.
Perfect.
Yay.
His pickup line is, "Are you new to town?" 'Cause he ain't never seen me around. He's looking over my shoulder while he's asking me to come over. Ooh, I ain't done. Seen him here every other Friday. I'd show him the door if I had it my way. He'll buy you a shot of Cuervo, tell you stories you had to be there though. Girl, I'd gone the other way. My friend saw him out with Rita. He made out with her friend Tina. Says tequila makes him lose his mind. I swear he's everywhere. He's a flirt who just don't care. Blame it on his fireside. Everybody's his type. Everybody's his type. You won't believe what he just told me. Hold, please. 3 drinks and he thinks he knows me. Oh, he talks a pretty big game for calling me the wrong name. We ain't got time for this today. My friend saw him out with Rita. He made out with her friend Tina. Says tequila makes him lose his mind. I swear he's everywhere. He's a flirt who just don't care. He'll blame it on his fire sign. Everybody's his type. Everybody's his type. Works harder than his 9 to 5. Coming up with new pickup lines. Different girl every night. We saw him out with Rita. He made out with our friend Tina. Says tequila makes him lose his mind. I swear he's everywhere. He's a flirt who just don't care. He'll blame it on his fire sign. Yeah, he'll blame it on his fire sign. Everybody's his type. Everybody's his type, yeah. Everybody's his type.
And there you have it.
Yay!
Before you can actually get out there and get it, Everybody's His Type by Molly Lovett and Andre Vasquez. And what a great song it is. And, from the compliments and the comments there, it sounds like everybody's going to like it. So, definitely great work out there. And tell me, how long did this project take to come into fruition?
We wrote it. I feel like we wrote it pretty quickly, and then I feel like it was one of those things where we just kind of knew we wanted to cut it, and
Yeah.
instead of being like, who wants to cut it, we're like, do it together. And then we got in the studio pretty quickly with Jason Bobo, who produces most of my stuff, and yeah, we were able to. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it didn't feel like work, if that makes sense.
Yes, it was a quick turnaround. I feel like I am such a last minute planner with song releases. So we were like rushing this. We wrote it and then decided we were going to record it together. And then we were like, okay, we have to have this done in like a few weeks so we can upload it. Like it was all very quick.
So moving at the speed of today, that's for sure. And I'm curious, being that you're both in Nashville, have you guys sung this together yet?
We did
Yes.
last Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah. We had a show at the Hard Rock here in Nashville. So we got to play it together then for the first time, which was so much fun. And Jason actually played guitar for us. So that was really cool.
Yeah. That was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely awesome. And like I said, we got a lot of people think that the song, not only the song that's great, but how your vocals came together. And did you know that it would come together so well before you even started it?
Not really, I guess. I think we were just hoping that it would all work out.
Yeah, we definitely winged it there. But
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, we still have a little bit of time. I guess it's about 5.5 hours plus that you can still pre-save it. Please, go out and pre-save it. It does help the artists get noticed out there on different playlists. Plus, it just makes it that much easier for you to find it when it's ready to go. And Molly, before you head off to the show, do you have any last words about what's coming up in your future?
Yeah, I will be on the road a bunch still the rest of this year. This summer was so much fun. I haven't toured as much as I have the past couple of months. I've been gone like almost every weekend, which has been so cool. I saw somebody in there commented about the Louisville show last weekend. That was a really cool show. So thank you for hanging out with us right now. But yeah, just lots more touring. MollyLovett.com has all my tour dates. And I have a couple more releases that'll be out before the end of the year. So lots to look out for and a lot I'm excited about.
Definitely. And of course, both of you, just make sure, whether it's, through your publicist or from you, make sure you're sending it to me, because everybody knows that does follow me on the Hank Jr. Productions Facebook page. I got that New Music Friday where you can find all the new music that's coming out that day. And, of course, I'm going to put you two at the top because, hey, anybody that's been on the podcast gets special treatment.
Yes.
And Andrea, like I said, we're looking forward to that album coming out. And, most importantly, I know you've had a little bit of a rough day out there, but get home and relax. And it's definitely fun having both you ladies back on the podcast. And at some point maybe we'll have an actual episode to catch back up in the last year since it's been. But thank you so much for being on. Everybody, once again, go out there and be looking for Everybody's His Type by Molly Lovett, Andre Vasquez. Make sure you click like, follow, subscribe on all the different social medias. And to everybody out there, have a great night.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.